Hi, I'm Porcupine Smith. This car comedy, and this is my topical rant on the Oscars, Nascar, James Franco, and Adele. First of all, I'm not a real big NASCAR fan, but I do enjoy watching motorsports from time to time. And if you're like me, it's probably taken you a while to figure out that Danica Patrick's name is not Dana Kirkpatrick. Yeah, just be honest about that. Until you actually see it written out there in the standings, it's pretty much, I thought her name was Dana Kirkpatrick. Anyway, James Franco is kind of a real jerk. I enjoyed him in 127 Hours. I thought he was very good in that. However, I did think they could have also casted other actors for that role, but he made a real ass of himself at the Daytona 500. He said, "Drivers and Danica, start your engines." What the hell's with that? What, she's not a driver? What a jackass. I mean, I think what he was trying for is, "Gentlemen and Danica, start your engines." Because, Danica's not a gentleman. He could have said, "Ladies and gentlemen." He could have said, "Gentlemen and Danica." He could have said anything except "drivers and Danica." That is indignant, and he's an ass. And not to mention the fact that he gave the guy who did it last year grief about screwing it up or something like that. So, yeah, James Franco gets my Ass of the Day award. Speaking of ass, did anyone else, or is it just me, notice that Adele is like blowing up like a dirigible, like the Hindenburg, like getting fatter like Felix the Catter by leaps and bounds? I mean, Adele is a pretty girl. I like Adele. I like her voice. I love Adele's music, but she's parking out just a little bit, and she's a pretty girl, right? But she looks like Gwyneth Paltrow and Shallow Hal in a fat suit, because she's got that pretty face, and she's blonde, and she's just total parking. Maybe next year they'll give her the Kate Smith Award, I think she's going to be, by next year, she's going to be like, Melissa McCarthy and, Roseanne Barr and Rosie O'Donnell all together. Or, she'll just get it together and then become anorexic, like the rest of the people in Hollywood. But, yeah, she has a nice voice. As far as Seth MacFarlane, people are saying, oh, his material was too edgy and going too far and, offensive and stuff. Of course it wasn't, I mean, it wasn't even, in my book, it wasn't even close to too edgy. You say pretty much anything in terms of comedy. However, some of the jokes weren't that funny, really, to speak of. But overall, the Oscars is pretty good. However, that William Shatner Star Trek bit at the beginning was kind of asinine. That really didn't do too much for me. Every year they talk about the big Elton John party. That's the big, hip party that everyone wants to go to. I don't really get it because, as far as I know, it's a fundraiser. That's not my idea of a party, to go to an event and get drilled for a donation, And from what I understand, the A-list actors that make, $20 million a movie and are worth like $500 million, they don't contribute that much. It's like the new money, and the people in this foundation, charity, or whatever kind of encroach upon them, like wolves do a lamb, to try to commandeer monies out of, you know, people who have new money in Hollywood or whatever. The Hollywood royalty, I understand, they don't contribute that much to that. It's all done through their business people, their people, and it's a standard, etiquette donation to go to the Elton John party. So I hear anyway. That's my take on things. And that's my take on the Oscars, James Franco, Adele, and NASCAR. Oh, by the way, it's kind of hokey that Danica Patrick got like 8th. Well, that's very good, I guess, but it's one place better than the fastest woman, who was like Janet Guthrie in '93 or something like that. Whoop-de-doo. I mean, frankly, I was hoping that she'd win so I could be impressed, by the little pipsqueak who wants to be in the boys club or whatever, But she fell back to 8th after being first at one point, and then 3rd. She could have made a run for it, but yeah. Oh well. 8th. Not that great. This is Porcupine Smith, topical rant on car comedy. Thanks for watching.